Exciting news, we now have video evidence that proves the World Economic Forum are a bunch of globalist evil bastards. So, Jack Posobiec, friend of the show and a buddy, has been detained in the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, Switzerland. Detained by a paramilitary force of police officers, Stasi, Gestapo.
While we were filming, some officers came by and said, hey, can we see your guys' passports and your press passes? We said, sure, no problem. Here you go, passports, press passes, done. Easy day, right? Or so we thought.
Men armed holding 9mm MP5 submachine guns. These are weapons of war, as they would say. Knives, handcuffs, riot gear. Went and surrounded Jack while he was sitting and having some lunch, recharging his gear, and began to interrogate him. Took him around back and also began to frisk him.
One by one, they asked us to empty our pockets and they frisked us right behind here. They tried to take some of the crew away. They said, oh, let's take some of the guys away. I said, no, you're not going to be taking anybody anywhere, all right?
What's going on here? Well, turns out that the World Economic Forum are evil bastards. They are every bit as evil as we imagined, and they even have their own Gestapo force. You can see here their badges say World Economic Forum Police. They have some gemstones down there, two dinosaur-like rams hitting their heads together. What's going on here? Well, let's see. We talked with Jack. Here's what he had to say. Jack says he was filming outside. He got questioned by plainclothes police officers. He gave them passports and their press credentials, and later took a break to charge his equipment. The WEF, World Economic Forum Stasi unit rolls up out of nowhere with MP5s drawn, whole crew, including myself, frisked behind the building. They only left when Savannah Hernandez, who we have interviewed and is also a dear friend of the show, showed up and started filming. So does the World Economic Forum have their own globalist police force? What's going on here? What do they say?
Can I ask you why you're detaining this journalist?
I don't answer your question.
Is it we're not able to report here?
Please put your phone away.
Okay. Can I ask you guys why
you
you're
can.
being
Can you please stop filming? Then we can talk.
Why do I need to stop filming?
Because I ask you to. It's my personal right because I don't like to be filmed.
Okay.
The World Economic Forum from the Swiss Armed Forces says that they will be once again using the support of military authorities in the security tasks in connection with the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum. So by what authority are these jackals going and detaining American journalists? What are they doing here in the detainment of an American journalist who, I don't know, has been outed by the World Economic Forum before they've tweeted about Jack, and so they clearly don't like him. But you gotta ask yourself, why would they be such enemies of free speech? Well, at this very conference, the Austrian e-safety commissioner, whatever that is, said that she wants a recalibration of free speech online. Get the fuck out of here. Watch this.
And everything feels binary when it doesn't need to be. So I think we're going to have to think about a recalibration of a whole range of human rights that are playing out online, from freedom of speech to the freedom to, to be free from online violence.
Bond villain himself, Klaus Schwab, said that the entire conference is about creating a new future, a future being built by us, the people in this room.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room.
Hans, are we the baddies?
And then, of course, you have Yuval Harari, who is a key member of the World Economic Forum, stating that COVID is going to be used to convince people to give up their freedoms of speech and movement, and give in to biometric surveillance.
COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin.
Shut up, bitch!
The World Economic Forum using their Gestapo to crack down on American journalists should shock everyone, but it shouldn't be that shocking. They've openly stated that they want recalibrations of free speech, that they are in control, that they are building the future, and they are looking to make sure that you are the ones surveilled and not them. Here's what Jack had to say to Charlie Kirk on his program earlier today about the entire experience.
The World Economic Forum police, they have their own police force? Like, what's going on here? What's going on in Davos? It sounds like it's become like a police state.
Well, it is actually a police state out here right now, because when we asked them, are we being detained? They wouldn't give us any answers. We asked them, why are we being detained? They wouldn't tell us. They said something vague about, well, you've been out here for a while. I said, yeah, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot of footage. There's a lot of news. We're covering the news. Right? We're not doing anything untoward. Certainly not acting suspiciously. I mean, I'm dressed like a guy who's reporting, and I'm talking into a camera, right? I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing. So then, Charlie, what was even more interesting is they started asking, tell me what Turning Point USA is. Turning Point USA has sent you out there. Who is that? What are they about? What kind of footage do you have? Then they said, can you show us the footage? Can you show us the various footage that you have? Come on back into our van. And they tried to take one member of the crew back into their van to show the footage. I said, no. You're not going back to anywhere. You're not separating us. We're not playing that game. We're all going to stay together. If you want to look at some of the footage, fine. We'll show you a little bit of it. Because, Charlie, you know what happens next. You start showing them the footage. That's when they start asking for the card. That's when they say, you need to delete that or we're going to confiscate that. Never once did they actually explain to us why it was that we were targeted.
Thank you so much for watching. Our channel is here for the truth and also to make you smile a little bit in this extreme era of disinformation and misinformation and people trying to control your brain and what happens inside of it. It's so important that we support independent creators like our channel, and we thank you for watching. If you want to check out some more of our videos, we highly encourage that. Please punch the like and subscribe buttons on your screen to support our channel. It's free. And ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you are following along with independent creators who want to keep this place free. God bless you.